Have you seen that before in any African country? No. This is the first time we are seeing this. They are outside. That's the picture there. Some religious leaders also were part of the plot. They received the conversation between these people who receive money and those who give them the money. In the statement, their statement also highlighted that Burkina Faso is currently undergoing important. They were arresting them and replacing them immediately. Ibrahim Traore is not joking because there are a lot of things to do in Burkina Faso, so he was arresting them. Lovely people, thank you so much for joining. A call to protest is now on for all Africans from every Africa country. We are all going to join the people of Burkina Faso. They can't do it alone. On our table today, we have some youth already in Burkina Faso, and they have flamed up with protests and warning to those who intend to destroy their country. Whatever they said was in French, so I'm going to interpret it. Another thing on the table is that EFF also joined the call, hit back at the United States, and the EFF sealed their message by generating a hashtag, which is going to be the hashtag from now on. Hands off Burkina Faso. This is the hashtag generated by the EFF, and what the hashtag is intended for and how are we supposed to use it. We'll get to it. The third thing on the list for us is that the Burkinabe government also came out. They were putting the message in regards to the coup d'etat in peace, small. Now they brought out the full update confirming the involvement of the Ivory Coast government with some top officials that you will be surprised. After the coup d'etat, what are the changes that the government made with immediate effect in the military? We are going to find out. And the last thing on board is the real next step, or the next step of the United States after General Langley's claim, what the United States is going to do next. In short, this video contains a lot of information, so please try your best and consume all so you don't miss any of the updates. And where do we start from? Let me first of all expose the next step of the United States, which is awaiting Burkina Faso if nothing is being done. And it is going to take you and I to stop this move. When General Langley is there lying that the leadership of Burkina Faso is using the resources to protect himself, they think Africans, we don't know what it means, or we don't understand what this claim is. We all, including the Burkinabe people, understand that the moment the United States begin these allegations, because this is not the first time, it simply means that it is time for the United States to go save the people of Burkina Faso, because their leadership is against them, is not benefiting them, just like they went to save the people of Libya from Gaddafi. When they said Thomas Sankara is a dictator and then the people are not free, they went there to Burkina Faso and liberated the people of Burkina Faso under Thomas Sankara. On and on the trend goes. So this claim is just a statement or a claim ahead of a master plan, as usual, going to save the people, going to liberate the people with democracy. And when they go there to liberate, you know what it means. The agenda is simple. We need to use the narrative to prepare the ground we walk on to go save the people. So General Langley's claim is the beginning of the agenda. Helping us by force, we don't want it. And this is the issue. Gaddafi and Thomas Sankara and the rest, they went down because they were not having the support Ibrahim Traore is having today, which is the reason why the protest across the entire Africa is necessary. The hands off Burkina Faso protest is very necessary, and that protest is starting right from here. We are working so hard to write letter to the EFF and also use all our social media platforms to call Julius Malema out to set a date for all Africans hands off Burkina Faso protest in every Africa country. We will protest at their embassy, in front of all their embassy. And we are starting the protest right here. And before we can organize protests, we need to know if we have the support of the public. So the means to communicate to us is very simple. Hit the like button and subscribe. And in the comment section, you write hashtag hands off Burkina Faso. We need to begin by giving the highest engagement to videos like this to start awareness, especially YouTube. This is how YouTube operates. High engagement drive high views. So please help us achieve this by creating much awareness. Now let's go to the second part. The youth of Burkina Faso, these are some of the guys. They have decided to flame up against all this constant attempt against their leader. The leader that they say he's using the resources to enrich himself. The people are protesting against anybody coming after him. And this guy, what he's saying is that he said, look, we are 25 million people in Burkina Faso. So anybody, anywhere, singularly, with few numbers, trying their best to take down our leader, we have all of us to face, because we are seeing what is happening here. We can see with our eyes what is happening in Burkina Faso. And anybody that wants to destroy this nation by coming after our leader, who is on board to build our nation, the person will have all of us to face. This is the message that the Burkinabe youth are sending. Are you aware that as we're speaking right now, some of the youth, that's the picture over there, They set up the flag of AES and Burkina Faso, pack their motorbike, and then they are sleeping outside. That place they are sleeping is close to the presidential palace. What are they doing? They said they are sleeping there to make sure that nothing happened to their leadership. Have you seen that before in any African country? No. This is the first time we are seeing this. They are outside. That's the picture there. They are outside saying that they don't want anything to come closer to their leadership, to their leader. And anything that will come closer to their leader must go through them first. And they said that the flag there, they are sleeping outside in the night. Let these people understand that we are not living in 1923. We are in 21st century. Your move will not work. Now, in the middle of all this, since the EFF from South Africa, Julius Malema is the leader, you know. The South Africa EFF came in and rejected the US claim about Burkina Faso's gold. Julius Malema surprisingly came through the EFF in defense of Burkina Faso, has rejected this accusation made by General Lanley. The EFF criticized this particular statement by General Lanley, who claimed that Burkina Faso's gold revenue are being misused to protect its military-led government instead of benefiting its citizens. So the EFF labeled this accusation as false claim and imperialist, saying these are part of ongoing Western efforts to interfere in African affairs and control the continent's resources. And this is what the EFF wrote. Let me read it for you. The United States through AFRICOM has accused Captain Ibrahim Traore of using Burkina Faso's gold reserves for personal protection rather than the welfare of its people. This accusation presented during US Senate hearing is a blatant attempt to undermine Burkina Faso's sovereignty and control over its natural resources due to their imperialist greed. We condemn the West's continued interference in African nations' affairs and their attempt to control our resources. The EFF supports Captain Ibrahim Traore's efforts to reclaim Burkina Faso's gold for the benefit of its people and to resist neo-colonial pressure. That's the post from EFF with this picture and the writing up on it. And they are calling all Africans to stand with Burkina Faso. ECOWAS is quiet in all these things. African Union is quiet in all these things. All African leaders are quiet in all these things. Are we not evil? Now let's look at the official report of the government of Burkina Faso. What it reveals. According to the full official report in regards to the coup d'etat that nearly happened in Burkina Faso, the coup was actually orchestrated from top level, close military personnel that are with Burkina Faso's president. Very close. All of them received money. And some religious leaders in Burkina Faso were also, I don't want to play the video and then interpret along, so let me just summarize it for you. Some top religious bodies, they did not mention whether it's Christianity or Muslim, no. But they just mentioned that some religious leaders also were part of the plot. They received money, all of them. And what led to this discovery is that they used intelligence to track the conversation between these people who receive money and those who give them the money. So they track all the phone calls and network system and were able to come up with a full detail of the people involved in this plot. Close people around Burkina Faso. So immediately some top officials, there was replacement in the military. Some officials were changed, some commanders were changed, some generals were replaced immediately. They were arresting them and replacing them immediately. Ibrahim Traore is not joking because there are a lot of things to do in Burkina Faso. So he was arresting them who are involved and then replacing them immediately because there is a lot of work to do. We can't waste time on you people. These people actually nearly succeeded because a lot of people receive money to champion this agenda. And do you know the funny part of it? The people who ran away from arrest, all of them ran to Ivory Coast. All of them who ran away, all the people that were chasing, they were on the run right now, all of them are in Ivory Coast. Ivory Coast, why? What is it with Ivory Coast? Why are they like, why? What is wrong with that guy over there? When will you stop being the enemy of Africa? We don't have problem with the people of Ivory Coast. We have problem with the government. All the terrorists and all these people that are championing this agenda, the report is showing that all of them are with you. Anyway, in regards to the reply to General Langley, the Burkinabe government quickly responded to the United States. They released a press on April 16. Burkinabe officials said that these accusations were baseless and disrespectful to the country's leadership. In their word, they say such statements distort our reality and attempt to damage the credibility of our leadership. Now, in the statement, their statement also highlighted that Burkina Faso is currently undergoing important reforms aimed at building a more sovereign and people-centered system of governance. This part suits me the most. So Burkina Faso is working on a governance system that will work for Burkinabe people, that will benefit the people. That's what China did. They were going with democracy, and then you go to some level, they say, no, this thing is going to become a problem. Let's change it. And then they design a new system that they're using right now, and look at where they are. It is time for Africa to design its own system of governance suitable for us. Now, after the EFF give their statement, do you know what is happening in the West? Some of them are condemning the EFF, that they are supporting military leadership. But those of us who know the cause we are fighting, we are behind the EFF, together with Burkina Faso. The message is simple. Hands off Burkina Faso.